These are kiln stilts. They're used when you want to put something in your kiln with glaze on the bottom. While they can sometimes leave little pinpricks on the bottom of your pottery, they're better than the alternative. Here I'm going to put together a homemade kiln stilt using these stainless steel nails that I got for about $1. Now, some of you will have access to places you can buy kiln stilts, and sometimes they're expensive and sometimes they're not. You need to decide if this is worth your time. The first part of this involves rolling out a slab just a little larger than I think I'm going to need, and then I'm going to cut it down into a rectangle. I could cut it into whatever shape I want, but I find that rectangles are easy to deal with, and they are pretty versatile. Here I'm using a straight edge ruler to create a score mark grid. This will help me place my nails. I have tried a few different types of nails, and I find that stainless steel works best for me. Steel has a melting point above 2500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hotter than a cone 10. Since I formulate my glazes to fire at cone 6, I'm well within the tolerance level. Steel, however, does weaken at temperatures far below that, closer to 500 or 600 degrees, so this is not a permanent solution in any way. Usually a stilt like this lasts for maybe a dozen glaze firings and then I just throw it out. If you've used commercial kiln stilts before, you know that they only last so long and then you can't do much with them anyway. I usually consider a stilt like this 15 cents or less well spent. Here I'm using a ruler to line up the nails. They don't have to be perfect. I put them in a Bisque Fire and it will tighten up all the little holes and keep them in place. Also, with a grid like this, if one or more of the nails breaks off in the future, the others will take up the slack and it still will last quite a while. Also, if I have one of those rare glaze meltdowns, losing one of these is no great loss. Here's that same stilt after a Bisque Fire. You can see that the steel has blackened and the clay has shrunk and is holding all of those nails nicely in place.